I bet all you all thought that the fun is over with Yield Hunt just because the phase one is over with and the gems stop flowing. But I like to think that it is only just beginning. Granted, we're not making any gems right this second. Does not mean that you can't make some along the way. Like if you have the ability to buy some hunters, it would not be a bad thing to grab some hunters because the other day I ended up having like 674 gems total, but due to the fact that I had a hunter, it still kept collecting gems. And I suspect that between now and the time phase two starts, that this guy right here will end up collecting more gems along the way. So if I have more of him, I'll be all kinds of happy. And then I had a individual asking, "Are we still able to mint?" And I was able to see on the yield hunt that people were still minting, and that certain ones were getting minted as of 2 hours ago. So I can easily tell you that people are still doing it, and you can still mint. So I would definitely, I'm not a fan of minting, but if you want to take your chances and do some minting, feel free to do so, and pick up some while you can. If not, you can always buy some gems now while the price is still pretty low. I know that yeah, the price could very well just go up because when we go into phase two, chances are the gems will be utilized in a different way, just like in Police and Thieves. In the Police and Thieves game, it's still sitting right where it is. They're talking about going into phase two. Maybe we're going on like almost 2.5 weeks now. So maybe sometime this week, maybe this weekend, phase two will kick off here, and then you'll get to actually see what maybe phase two for Yield Hunt might look like. So I would definitely take a look at that. Um, yeah, because they were talking about utilizing your loot to actually level up your police and thieves, so that way they could um, produce, collect, get more bribe tokens, depending on their sneakiness level. So it's kind of neat to have seen the image like this, what it will look like, where you can use your loot, or in the case with gyms, if they go this route, you'll be able to use that to upgrade your adventurer somehow, some way. Same thing with hunters. I don't think anything's going to change there. They'll still get their 20%. I don't know how they would be stealing any kind of mints, but who knows what they're going to do if they want to do anything different than what police and thieves are doing. I would definitely say keep an eye on Twitter and Discord just to see what's going on, just so that way you're not out of the loop. As well as if you do have miscellaneous gems, maybe start staking them while you're here waiting. I don't know if these guys right here have the exact same connections as the police and thieves guys go, but I do like how, oh my god, stop with the music. You can at least put your gems in here for like the next 2 weeks while they work on phase two and at least collect something while you're waiting. It's better than having your money just not doing anything for you. In the case with police and thieves, if you got into this, chances are you're not. You could always buy some loot if you wanted to at the current price and then get some AVAX together and go jump into one of these super farms. I did this for like 2 to 3 days and acquired some about 3,000 worth of loot in the process, and I was quite thrilled with that. So it was definitely worth it to me. It's just as soon as I got into Yield Hunt, I took all my AVAX out of this thing and then went and picked up some adventurers so I can start playing that game. With a lot of things in the market right this second, with all the news with Wonderland and all the other rogue pulls, crap like that, with all the DAOs, people's money is just, they're scared to put it into anything for fear that they'll lose it. People are losing money left and right. So just because it's not, rocketing to the moon right now, don't be discouraged. Stick with it. And for those miscellaneous individuals who have been commenting and liking and subscribing, I appreciate you guys a lot. It definitely feels like a nice little community of friends. I like being able to comment back to you. I like I like Jacob. Thanks for all the shout outs and the good wishes. And I noticed that Diego had a question like he's got 7 AVACs and he was thinking about buying something with that particular with that amount of money. I would say instead of just sinking it all into one Alpha 8, maybe get maybe one Alpha 7 and maybe 3 Alpha 6s if you can, or maybe 4 Alpha 7s, whatever your money can give you more of. I would rather have more of the lower numbers than one big number, Alpha 8. I'd rather have 6 Alpha 6s instead of just one Alpha 8 personally. Because if that was the case, then, I would have made more money as people were unstaking their stuff out. I would have gotten more. Let's begin. And then you can still, oh, good Lord. That's one thing I wish they would do away with is the noise. I can't tell you how many times I've sitting here trying to check stuff while I'm on break at work, and then also the music will kick off. That's kind of like a embarrassing situation, and it's those individuals who think it's a scam just because they're not making any gems. Definitely go back and read that we're now at a phase 1. We're going into phase 2, and that the faucet's turned off currently doesn't mean that it's not going to kick on a little bit later. So just because you got some mints now, don't be discouraged, and know that it's going to kick back on when we go into phase 2. If I had to guess, maybe 2 to 3 weeks. But that's just guessing, and it feels like an eternity when you're in the crypto space. But yeah, it's definitely a good investment, and you can always resell them. Just don't resell them right away. Wait until the price goes up. And so, just because I am not always, because the saying yield hunt is stopped, I'll probably get more into police and thieves when that kicks back off in the phase 2. And there's other projects that other people have asked me about that I would like to talk about. So don't be all weirded out because I'm not talking about anything but this game or this particular project. I will be talking about other things too. It's just happens to be the one that is active, and I just gotta collect my thoughts on some of these other things, such as Wonderland. Don't even want to start going into that damn thing because it's like a whole roller coaster that I'm like, no. With that being said, I'm going to sign off and see what I can do about getting one of these videos out to you guys. Thank you for all the likes and subscribes. I appreciate it.